for example, when it comes to funding these very necessary and actually really cool projects could cannibalize artistic funding in a sense. And I do understand your approach to it as culture, in the sense of the best definition I ever heard of culture is whatever we use to communicate. I appreciate that, but I wonder if you're concerned at all, or if you could share some thoughts as to whether if more and more funding in today's vision of somewhat limited resources goes into technology as culture rather than artist culture, that would have some deleterious effects.
Yeah, so definitely I'm not that concerned about possible cannibalism by this type of research onto artistic funds, because I think that most of artistic institutions that get those funds are not interested to fund that kind of research. FOAM is a very particular kind of cultural organization, which says cultural rather than artistic, but who is interested in this kind of research, but I think there are very few and there is not so much danger. However, I deeply recommend that the scientific and technological fund also this kind of work, that rather than we are put together on the same small funds with the artistic work. Because in my opinion, even though it has a cultural and, as you said, holistic thinking, it still is technological development. So it's not artistic work I produce. I still want to have technology that is enjoyable to use and that has some kind of very subjective and feeling aspects out of this. But for me, it's still technological research, so I wish it was funded by scientific and technological funds.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's done through Flemish cultural, and that's not so much your background.
That's definitely not my background, but that's the network, actually. I ended up there because I met FOAM and because they are one of the few organizations that are interested in this kind of processes. But then I could have landed to any kind of similar organization somewhere else, and it would have been maybe the USA or somewhere in Asia that would have funded it. It really depends on where you land.